Good morning and welcome back. So let's answer this question today. Why is this those who are already rich they get richer and successful and become more and more successful? Have you ever wondered that what is the secret behind those people? I have to confess something to you today. While you can glean ideas, tips, and important distinctions that will accelerate your progress from books or magazines or podcasts, even here each morning, it takes a few advanced advantages to really get to the higher level of success and achievement. And those three advantages are: number one, access to counsel. Number two, access to important connections. Number three, access to the strategies of success. Three more, the pillars that are needed for the success growth. Let me explain this briefly. Let's start with the number one, the counsel. The best in the world they have they go out and get the best in the world to advise, consult, and coach them. It is one of the greatest way that they gain advantage over their competitors. They get coached. That is why you see the best golfer or the best tennis player or the baseball pitcher or the cricket player, singer, even surgeon, the CEO or the top entrepreneur all invest in the highest paid advisors and coaches for themselves. Why? Why do they do that? Have you thought about that ever? Why would you pay huge amounts of money for the advisory? Why would the best need to go and hire great coaches? This is a massively critical point about the high performance. So I encourage you to pay attention here. This is very, very important. All the high achievers, for them, there is a phenomena that is called unconscious incompetence, meaning you don't even know when you aren't doing something correctly or to the best of your ability. It takes somebody from outside of you to observe, to identify, to prod, and counsel you in order to bring awareness to the adjustments that are needed to take your performance to the next level. That is the reason why you need coaching. If you want to take your life to the next level, you too want to seek out the best advisors and the coaches to help you get there. You also need that coaching from the people who have learned about it and who have done that. All right, the next important advantage are connections. You see, as human beings, we raise and or we allure our performance to the match the expectations of the performance level of our reference group. That's how the human psychology works. We have talked about the power of associations here in the School of Noble Thoughts Daily many a times before. But this is one of the great limitations of the most success secrets. and what they need to do in order to raise their game and change their life. They are connected to a reference group that can help them reach their goals. This is why the uber successful people join things like country club, symphony groups, or boards of charity, organizations, or private dining clubs, and other exclusive groups where they can get around and mix with others like minded high achievers. Then unconsciously, they raise their respective game trying to keep up with each other. This is kind of when you are watching, I'll say, a cycling race. The cyclists, they get bunched up, and when what is called a peloton, when the group speeds up, every member of the group speeds up with the group, which also speeds the group up, and so on. And the inertia is created. So, if you want to take your life to the next level, you too will need to access a high performing reference group to associate with. The group, the organization, the association is foundation for the higher success. And the third advantage is that, which I would like to share today, is the strategies. The all successful people, they have a strategy behind the success. The top performance in the world have the strategies and the systems that allow them to execute at a much higher level than any other business people or competitors around them. It's the strategies that they implement in their actions. Most people are constantly floundering, they're guessing, they're operating out of trial and error method. They do have a proven plan or strategy as such, they do not have with them to follow at all. There is a lack of strategy. Richard Branson, he said once you have created success at one business, you can create success at many more by just following the same set of principles. The key there is to know what those principles are. So, if you want to take your life to the next level, you too will need to know the proven key principles and strategies with the execution system that go along with them. The key strategies that every successful person has. So, how does a mere mortal entrepreneur, a small business leader, get access to these three advanced advantages, you ask, to take their influence to the next level? You see, that's the reason why you have the high performance and other types of coaching available in the marketplace today, and people spending tons and tons of money on it. It's the investment they do due to this. But hey, however you do that, you want to gain the advantage of the rich and powerful and super successful. So do these three things to do that. Always. Number one is seek the best coaches and the counsel that are available and advices that you possibly can attain wherever you could. You get that some of it by showing up and listening each day to the School of Noble Thoughts Daily here. So give yourself a pat at the back for that. It gives you a big advantage over everybody else each day who is not listening to this. The next, number two, what we can gain from the high performance are is to find and immerse yourself in a network of high achieving relationships and associations. Very important. The groups, the clubs, the associations, the club organizations. And number three, learn the specific strategies and the systems that power the best in the world in becoming the best in the world. Learn the strategies of the best in the world. Have a good day, everybody.